Hello everyone, JK Origami here, and today I'm going to teach you my new design, an origami Easter lily. This model is folded from 15 centimeter kami with color on both sides, and you could do this model with color on only one side, but this bottom part here would be white. And I'm going to teach you, there are two versions to this model. This one, you see the petals are a little shorter. This one, they're longer, so however you want your flower. So I'm going to use, for the purposes of this tutorial, that 15 centimeter kami with color on both sides. So that's also what I would recommend for when you're folding this. So to start out, you're going to fold along both diagonals. So crease sharply and make it very precise. Okay, and then fold in half in both directions as well. Okay, so then you can unfold, and now you're going to fold the bottom edge of the paper up to this diagonal crease right there. And again, you want to make it very precise and very strong crease. So it's not very precise. There we go, that's better. And make it nice and precise. So there we go. And crease sharply. Then unfold. Rotate the paper 90 degrees. So now you have the new bottom edge, and you're going to repeat. So this edge to the center crease. So you're going to fold like that, line it up, and then crease sharply. Okay, so now you have that. We're going to unfold, rotate 90 degrees again, and do the same thing. And once you have that, you're going to repeat one more time on the last edge. So there we go, I'm done there. And I'm going to do it the last time on this edge. And there we go. And if you've done your creases very precisely, you'll see that you have a square in the center. So now what you need to do is, we're going to take a look, hold the paper like this, so you have the diagonal creases pointing horizontal and vertical. And we're going to fold this very bottom edge up to where this diagonal crease intersects this crease. So you're going to fold it right up to there. And then you're going to rotate for 90 degrees and repeat. So you're going to fold it right up here. And rotate again and repeat. And do it on the last side as well. So here we go. Okay, once you have this, you need to make a few more pre-creases before we continue. So now we have a regular octagon, and we're going to use that to make some creases. So you're going to make a crease from this point to that point, and to do that, you're going to fold this edge to this edge, and this edge to that edge, so it looks like this. So we're going to bring it up, and align, and crease sharply. Then unfold, and now we're going to do a crease from this edge to that edge. and we're going to use the same technique, so line this edge and this edge up with this edge and that edge. So, let's see. Oh, see, you need to make sure it's going from that point to that point. So, let's see, line that up. Okay, there we go. And then, could be a little more precise. Crease sharply, and unfold. So now you can see we have these two new lines going from these points, and we're going to rotate 90 degrees and repeat with these two. So from that point to that point, which is you fold like this. Let's see. And like that. Then you're going to unfold and fold from this corner to that corner. Like that. Okay. Now you can unfold, and now you'll see you have the square in the middle, and you have a whole bunch of creases coming out from it. So that's what you want. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of collapsing. So I'll zoom in a little bit so you can get a closer look. And we're going to start with one edge. So hold the paper like this, so you have the folded crease pointing toward you. And we're going to fold this edge up, like that, along this crease. And then you're going to fold along the next crease, the same time. But as you're doing this, you're going to take this edge out, like that. You're going to fold, like that. And you're going to use this crease here and flatten. So like that. So now you're going to fold this edge over, like that. And now you're going to separate the two and squash. And then it should look like this. Now we're going to repeat on the next side. So rotate. And we already have this edge folded. So now we're going to lift it up a little bit. Fold the next one, and at the same time take this part out and fold it and collapse like that right along the crease. So now we're going to fold the edge over like that, and now we're going to open the two flaps and squash like that. And now we're going to continue along. You want to make sure they're precise and lined up. So now we're going to rotate, and we'll repeat again. This time I'll go a little bit faster. So this edge is already folded, and we're going to fold to this edge, pull the layer out along the crease, and flatten. And now we're going to fold the two layers back, flatten, open them up, and squash. And we have the last one. This one, it's already covered up. Both edges are folded. So we unfold them a little bit, pull out the flap, and now we're going to, once again, collapse to the one side. Squash. And fold it over, like that, and open it up, and squash. And you want to make sure your creases are precise. So there we go. It's good. And it should look like this. So now we need to flip the model over, and you'll see now we have all those creases here again. So we need to make a few folds. So we see the diagonal, we're going to go to the next crease over, which is like something like this. And you're going to fold the paper right over there, like that. And crease sharply, and all the edges should line up. Now you're going to unfold, then you're going to skip the next crease, which is the horizontal, and then this one. And then you're going to crease on that one, like that. Then, you're going to skip the next one, do the next one, and crease sharply. And repeat one last time. So skip this one and go to that one. So, let's see. You want to make sure, well, that one was way off. but you want to make sure that you line them up with the crease, and just crease sharply. There we go. And now it looks like this. So now you're going to flip the model over and fold in half both ways. So you already have the crease, but you need to both make it stronger and recrease on other parts. So there we go, and unfold. And then you can fold these edges back down, and now we're ready for the next step. So you're going to flip over the model, push the center down, and you'll see these triangles wanting to come out. So I'm going to start on this side. So what you're going to do is you're going to lift up the edge on the left, like that. You're going to make the triangle, like that. Fold it to one side, something like this. And now we're going to flip the model around, and we see that this point goes right to the corner. And now you're going to take this little edge there, lift it up, tuck the flap underneath, and now you're going to lift up this layer and the one layer underneath, like that, and you're going to fold. It's a little tricky, but you're going to fold the flap right underneath, like that. And then it should look like this. And you see the flap is now underneath. So now it should look something like this. And you'll see it's locked together. And on the inside you have this flap. You can fold it both ways, get it used to it, and then flatten it one way. Now we're going to move clockwise, and we're going to do the next one. So make the creases, flatten it to one side, flip the model over, tuck the flap under, and now we're going to lift up the two flaps and fold it underneath. So there we go. And now repeat this 2 more times. So this time I'll do it quicker. And that. Now for the last one, this is going to be a little tricky. So we're going to start off the same. We're going to make this flap, fold it off to one side, like we did. And now that the shape of the flower is coming together, like the shape of the Easter lily is coming together, we're going to have a little bit of difficulty with this step. So to get this flap underneath the layer, you're going to have to push it under, like this, because the layer won't lift up because it's already locked to the next one. So once you have that, it's going to take a little bit of trouble, since you don't have as much flexibility with the paper. You're going to lift it up as best you can and fold it underneath. It may be a little bit tricky, but as long as you get it underneath and locked, then you're good. And now you have the shape of the flower. So you can flatten with the petals like that, and the other way, just so you get those creases going. And now it should be something like that. So if you like this, you can leave it like that. I really don't, so I'm going to teach you the next step. So you're going to fold all of them over the same way like they kind of already are. Now you're going to take this side, the way the flap is folded, you're going to take it, pull this flap out from underneath, and squash like that. And then you're going to repeat on the other 4. So this flap is folded this way, so you're going to pull the layer out from underneath, and then you're going to squash. And repeat on the last 2. It's the same thing. And it looks something like that. This step is just for a little bit of detail, for a little bit of shape. But yeah, looks something like this. So now, to get the next flower, to get the petals a bit more shaped, we need to fold in half like this. And you don't want to fold the rest of it, but you want to fold, and then with just one layer, you're going to crease to the center line there. So you're just going to crease. And oh boy, this came undone. So I'm going to undo that, and quickly I'm going to redo this. Yeah, that might happen, but don't worry about it. You just have to redo it. Okay, here we go. There we go. Fold it underneath. Okay, good. That's better. So now, back to here. So we're going to fold it to this line here, and only crease on the inner layer there. And now you're going to repeat with the next one. So this flap, fold it in half, and crease to the middle layer. And you can let it come undone as you do the next one. So crease this to the middle, like that. And the last one. Okay, so there we go. That's how it should look. So now, if you do all of them at the same time, which I will tell you is a little bit tricky, you get them something like that. Now what you do to lock this is you fold the flap down a little bit like that once you have it folded. So like this and that. So it's a little tricky, but once you get all of them, you can just hold them down a little bit, and then you can let them come out and shape it back into shape. And there we go. You could leave it like that. That is one option. That's this. And then you can bend the back a little bit. Something like that. And then you have your flower. But if you don't like that so much, I'm going to show you how to get to this. So the next step is you're going to have to unfold these. And don't worry, we're going to use a different locking method. But what we do is, I'll unfold the rest of these just so I have a bit more space to show. So on one, you're going to take this edge and fold it to this edge, like this. So you're just bringing it over, and like that. Now you're going to pull the bottom layer out, and you're going to extend the crease here all the way up to the very tip of the other petal, like that. Now you're going to repeat. So I'm going to make this crease, and now I'm going to do it with this one. So I'm going to make my fold. Okay, then I'm going to pull the layer out and crease up to the very tip, like that. And then fold it over, make the crease, unfold, then you can recrease all the way to the tip, and then done. And then the last one, there we go. So there you go, and then you're done. I actually really like this flower better than the other one, but either way, it's pretty good. And yeah, thanks for watching this video on how to make this very interesting model, the Easter lily, and happy Easter. And if you enjoyed this model, please click on the like button and subscribe to JK Origami for more cool creations. So as I said, have a happy Easter. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.